jina unatapanga mtoto. Usipanga mtoto jina kwa kumpanga. Jina ya mtu ndio maisha yake. Maisha ya mtu ndio jina yake.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gracious Love, and as you know we are all about love, and love starts with loving oneself. And last time we talked about loving yourself, but that was in general, that was generic, but we told you we're going to dig deep into specifics, and today we've come with one of the word taste specific. So anyways, without taking your time, we have Mr. Yahunde Batakane, and we have Mr. Kulu Katenda, and my name is Mutwali Kibali. So look, without going far, we're gonna dig right into this. So anyway, straight away, so look, I know you didn't expect this, but yeah. I know you're going through the process of changing your name back to your traditional name. Yeah. Tell us first, why was that so important?
To be honest with you, growing up, they always say in the community, jina John. I don't think people really understood what they were saying when they were saying that. They often use it when they're referring to bad names, like when someone is called Mateso. They say, oh, because you name me Mateso, he's gonna suffer because Jina Njo Mtu. But what people didn't realize is when you say Jina Njo Mtu, it means the name makes you. The name is you, is your identity. It what makes you who you are. So the first thing that confirms your identity is your name. Yeah. So when you say jina Njo Mtu in Swahili, you're literally saying you are your name. So your name identifies you, both spiritually, traditionally, and socially. Yeah. So when you have that name, when you're called by your name, by your traditional name. So when you hear my name, Yahunde, you already know where I come from. So your name identifies you. It tells everything about who you are. Yeah. And that's why it's so important. So for me, when growing up, I was okay because I was born in a colonial country. You know, when I went to a colonial education system, you know, was a Muslim at my point in my life, was that influenced by all that colonial energy. Christianity as well. I was deep into that until I started coming to the realization of who I am. Because you have to ask yourself that question. For you to be able to free yourself of the 400 years of colonialism that we went through, more than 400 years by the way, you have to be able to ask yourself, who are you? Who am I? So I asked myself, who am I? And the first thing that triggered for me was my name. My name was not even, it didn't even define who I was. I'm this kid who was born in Congo, in the middle of Africa. Actually the heart of Africa. Born in there, both my parents were black, Africans. But somehow I had a French name. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not French. I wasn't born in France. I mean, I don't even, not even half of my parents is French. So why do I have to have a French name? That was my first question. I should be proud to have my own name, my tribal name. Because every time I go down, so my issue was, even the other question was, every time I go down the street and I tell people, they ask me what's your name, and I give them a French name, which I'm not going to mention because I've bodied that name. It's gone. It's another person completely. So when people would ask me what's your name and I'll tell them my name, my French name, the second question would be like, were you colonized by France? Or are you French? And to be honest with you, maybe when I was younger that question didn't really hurt me. It didn't really affect me much. But as I grew up, as I started asking myself those burning questions, those hard questions, I started feeling comfortable. Every time I have to tell people that I have a French name and I'm black, look at me. I'm fully melanated. Like, if you're looking for a pure African person, you're looking at him right here.
Yes.
You know, so it was uncomfortable. I felt really guilty. I felt bad. I felt ashamed. I felt angry. I myself, not at my parents, because I knew they didn't know better. So for me to be able to free myself from that, to liberate my heart, my soul from that connection of that colonial, because every time I kept being reminded that my name is that because I was colonized, because I'm still colonized. As long as I'm carrying that name, that the colonial history is still present in my life. I'm still colonized to the core, and so for me, it was revolutionary. It was breaking loose. It was breaking the chain. It meant all that. And so I woke up one day, and I remember most of some of the names that my grandfather used to say. I used to get many names by my family, but Yahunde came to my heart because he connects me with my tribe and my culture and everything. And to add to that, really, if you look into that, because actually I do read the Bible, and I believe in the Bible. The Bible speaks a lot to us, but the problem is when you read the Bible as a colonized, as I was, I thought having a French name made me more close to God. And that's why when we were baptized, we were to be given those names. So I thought that those colonial names is what makes me closer to God. So in my mind, in my stupid little mind, having a French name or an English name meant that I'm close to God. It meant that God is actually European. And this is not hard. This is something that almost 98% of Africans still actually believe. They've bought into this because of the movies we've been watching, all this propaganda that we've been into. So
let's do this. So I believe we're gonna dig deep into this point. I don't want to start giving the golden nuggets to the people. Let's come to that. But I want to ask Hulu Katende as well, because again, this is very important topic, and we're gonna talk about it from different angles of why is it so important to have traditional names. So let's talk to Kulu. So according to you, why is this so important to have a traditional name?
For me, it's very important first, because it identifies you and it links you to your roots. And by the roots, I mean forebearers. If I want to put it in a simple word, I can say ancestors. So it links you to them.
Connects you straight.
It connects you straight, like the lineage, and it also tells your story, like where you're from, your culture, your traditions, and all of that. So it's very important to have a cultural or traditional name.
Absolutely. All right, guys.
Before we go to the next one, there's just a short story I'm gonna tell that connects me with why I actually changed my name. So I started connecting with this woman, and she was from the United States.